Today we are going on a boat tour in the Wisconsin Dells. Waiting to get on the boat now, we're just waiting to queue up. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to sit on the top or the bottom, but we're going to basically show you what it's like on the boat tour. We did get a discount coupon, which was amazing when we went to our hotel. So yeah, it's super good. It's super windy though. There we go, boarding. Justin said there's a fish down there. Right there. Whoa, it's massive. Crazy. Duck's coming to have some food.
Today we're embarking on a 10-mile, 2-hour round trip across the beautiful and scenic upper dells of the Wisconsin River. Along the way we will be making 2 port stops, the first being at Gulch approximately 45 minutes into the tour, and the second being at the world-famous Stand Rock. So we are complete strangers on the whole trip. I'd like to introduce myself to you guys. My name is Jenna and I'm going to be your tour guide for today.
We found our future house.
Is the Kilbourne Dam that separates us from the lower dells. We're above the dam, so this area is considered the upper dells. As we leave the city of Wisconsin Dells behind us, I always like to say, let's leave behind us all those things that did not make our area famous, at least to begin with. What I'm talking about are those water parks, t-shirt shops, and upside-down houses. Those are all pretty fun additions to our area, but they are new additions. Those started popping up here in the 60s, and believe it or not, we've actually been giving river tours out here for over 160 years. The high rock on the right is known as High Rock, so can you guys all give a wave and say, High Rock?
High Rock.
Now looking up on the left shoreline, you'll see Romance Cliff. Romance Cliff stands at about 75 feet tall.
Wow.
The Wisconsin River reaches its deepest point here in the upper dells between these 2 cliffs as it reaches about 110 feet deep.
Okay.
It is also the juncture of 4 Wisconsin counties, those being Sauk, Columbia, Juneau, and Adams County. So as we pass through, you guys can all say that you've been in 4 places at once. Now, it's a rock formation that kind of looks like a stack of pancakes, again off on our right side. This is known as Chimney Rock. Chimney Rock was named after its resemblance to stick and motor chimneys used by pioneers in the olden days. It's a great example of differential erosion, that being wind, water, and frost erosion. It's also the second most photographed rock formation in the upper dells, the first being Stand Rock, which you guys will be able to see later today. Now our next rock formation is a little harder to pick out. You want to look up the bow of the boat off to the right side. Now this is Black Hawk's profile. His largest feature would be the large nose protruding from the rock. The slit above represents the eyes, and the slit below the nose represents his mouth. Now if you really do get creative, a lot of the trees overhead represent Black Hawk's headdress. Black Hawk was a native leader of the area, the Fox and the Sauk tribes. Now look up on the other side, on the left side into the water, and notice the color there. You guys may have noticed that it's the same color on both sides of the boat. Believe it or not, it is the same water on both sides. Now a question I typically get is if the Wisconsin River gets this brown color from mud or pollution, but the Wisconsin River, again, is fairly clear and clean. It gets this brown caramel color that you guys can see from a substance known as tannin or tannic acid. Now it picks up this acid from northern tamarack swamps in northern parts of Wisconsin. And tannic acid kind of sounds like a nasty substance, but it's fairly harmless, as you've probably ingested some already today. It's found in many different breakfast drinks, those being coffees, teas, dark colas, and if you drank what I did this morning, Jack Daniels and red wine.
Rock they're jumping on.
Now the cool characteristic of this Potsdam Cambrian sandstone is it has a cooling effect. Between the banks of the Wisconsin River, it can feel about 5 degrees colder than what it typically is in the Wisconsin Dells. You'll actually be able to experience this cooling effect at our first stop on the trip today at Gulch. As you walk through that cool canyon, sometimes it can feel about 15 degrees below what it typically is here in the Wisconsin Dells. The one on the left is known as the Old River Channel. Now it's perfect for jet skis, jet boats and pontoons, but unfortunately it's only about 4 feet deep. The Yellow Thunder, which we're riding on today, has about a 5 to 6 feet draft, depending on how big your guys' lunch was. So unfortunately, we'll be taking the channel on the right, known as the Narrows. These two channels create a 200-acre island known as Blackhawks Island. They formed it approximately 14,000 years ago. Blackhawks Island is owned by the University of Wisconsin, so that's why not a lot of people you'll see on the island today. It is open to a lot of 4-H groups and Boy Scout and Girl Scout groups. A lot of them come and study the wildlife and nature on the island. Now I do say this because every single tree native to Wisconsin is actually found living on Blackhawks Island. Up on the left you'll see a lot of the cool colors that Cambrian sandstone can show throughout it. I'd like to think it looks like a Butterfinger candy bar.
Here we go. Oh, that looks like it hurts.
Now looking up on the left side of the boat, you'll see a large rock that protrudes from Blackhawks Island. This is the first of what we like to call the Twin Sisters. Now if you look about 60 yards upriver, you'll notice another rock that comes out from the island. Due to the similar shape and size of both of these rocks, again they're known as the Twin Sisters. The first being named Kate, and the second Duplicate.
Whoa, boat's rocking.
Now if they were brothers, they would be Pete and Repeat. Right side, you'll notice a small inlet. This is known as Chapel Gorge. Now it got this name because of the pulpit-like shaped rocks and the canopy of trees overhead. Now it is said that a lot of people like to go and get married in there, though I personally do not recommend, because you know what they say, any marriage that starts out on the rocks at about 90 feet tall. Now it gets the name Sunset Cliff because across Stanbrock Bay, when the sun sets, all the beautiful colors are actually shown against the rock. As we pass around it, you'll notice a lot of small holes throughout it. These are natural holes and are home to cliff and bank swallows. You've probably seen those flying around the river today. Cliff or bank swallows are not native to the Wisconsin Dells and actually migrate here every single year from Venezuela. We always welcome them with open arms because it is said that they eat 2 to 3 times their own body weight in mosquitoes every single day.
So we've arrived at our first destination,
Which is Gulch.
which is Gulch. And we're just going to explore around and see what all there is here. Wow, look. That's so cool.
We get to walk through all this.
That's amazing.
Get some selfies up here too.
Let me know, guys, if you've ever been anywhere like this.
Yeah, see these rocks.
This is so cool. We're the leaders as well. We were the first ones off the boat.
Oh, no, I see something up here.
Oh, this is cool. This is really cool.
Yep.
Wow. Oh my god. This is insane.
Feel how it's like cooler through here too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is nice,
It's
man.
like 90 out today. Through here it's like 75.
That's crazy. Whoa, is it a bit slippy?
There's a whirlpool chambers up here.
Wow. Guys, this is so cool. Whoa, this is actually slightly scary.
Look at the water running
Oh.
off the rocks too.
This is like kind of freaking me out slightly.
You're fine.
Can you hear the water running, guys?
Yeah, it's up here.
Wow.
Waterfall. And a whirlpool and stuff.
Witch's bathtub. Oh, cool.
The Witch's Falls right here. See right here. Witch's Falls and Witch's Bathtub right
Wow.
here. Very cool. Ready?
Witch's window? Okay. This is like a bit weird, but oh my god. Spooky then. Wow. This is spooky. Whoa, this is spooky. Justin's being brave, going first. Whoa. It's a good job I'm not like claustrophobic.
And watch so you don't run into people.
And in true American fashion, there's a gift shop at the end. And hot dogs. This is so cool though. Walking back to the boat quickly, don't want to lose our don't want the boat to go without us. I don't know why that's like an anxiety of mine that would actually happen, because surely they would account for us. But I've watched too many survival programs and they would go without us, I have no doubt. But yeah, this is so cool. We have arrived at the second stop and it's a bit different to the last one. We're just walking along this like walkway now. Me and Justin picked the perfect seats because we're first off like every time. But yeah, this one's more strenuous apparently, this walk, than the last one. But I'm sure we can manage.
Sandrock, and Sandrock is what initially made Wisconsin Dells famous. But the man who made it famous was named Henry Hamilton Bennett, also nicknamed H.H. Bennett. Henry Hamilton Bennett was born and raised in Canada, later moved to the Wisconsin Dells in 1857 to pursue a career in carpentry. He later was enlisted into the Civil War in the early 1860s, where he then injured his right hand. Now, because of this injury, he was not able to return to his original career as a carpenter and set out to find a new occupation. Now, at the time, Leroy Gates, the founder and creator of Dell's Boat Company, had a studio open and offered Henry Hamilton Bennett a job there. So H.H. Bennett took over the studio there and began taking pictures of the Wisconsin River. Now, due to the technology at that time, he was not able to take pictures of things in motion. So he set out to create a new invention that could take pictures of things in motion. He actually invented the first snapshot camera using a rubber band and cardboard box. So he went around the Wisconsin River taking pictures of the roaring currents and of these lumber raftsmen on their journey through the Narrows. His first picture he actually took was of two lumber raftsmen throwing a long rope back and forth to each other. But when he showed it to people, they said that he was a fake and a phony, and that somehow that rope was held up with string. So once again, he set out to prove them all wrong, took his brand new invention, snapshot camera, up to that top rock behind you guys, aimed it at Stan Rock, and like any good father, told his 14-year-old son, Ashley Bennett, to go up and jump across. Ashley Bennett jumped not once, not twice, not even 3 times, but 17 times until they got that perfect picture that you guys can see in front of you. Now, he later entered this photo into a contest in New York, obviously winning first prize, not just for his new technology, but also for the cool rock formations that are seen in the photo. So again, this is what initially put Wisconsin Dells on the map, not the resorts, gift shops, anything like that. It was the rock formations and water that actually brought people to the area. So initially on these tours, they would make people like you guys go up and jump across at Stand Rock. Obviously, due to insurance reasons, we do not do that anymore. Then they would make the guides or pilots jump across. Thankfully, that's not a thing anymore. So now, quite literally, the job has gone to the dogs. So you guys are going to actually be able to see the world famous jumping Juneau County German Shepherd make the jump across Stand Rock like Ashley Bennett did back in the 1800s. So if you guys want to get out your phones, you can actually remake the picture that Ashley Bennett did back in the 1800s.
I'm not letting my dog do that.
You'll be quick, so you can jump across once and then back. Are you guys all ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
He's like, no, I don't want to do it.
Wow. Oh my god. Wow.
Good boy. Too soon.
Oh, interesting.
You guys can take all the pictures you want and then take the trail on the right side. Got Mom's phone.
So that's the picture in question. And someone actually jumped that. Like, there's a safety net now, but let me know, would you do that? Would you do that, Justin?
I do it, yeah.
Would you actually? I can see you doing that. Wow. So we're walking down now. Up there's where the dog jumped. That's insane. Very crazy. It's so cool here. There's like a beach sort of thing down there. Lots of wildlife, bugs, animals, dogs. And this boat trip has been really nice, really cool. Good job, Justin, thinking to do this. So like before, we ended up in a gift shop. But
You want a little gift?
I good. This is a gift, Justin, so isn't it? But they're just selling like usual like shot glass and stuff. Let's have a look down here. Yeah, they sell like food and stuff, which is actually decent considering we're on here for 2 hours.
Right.
We got a lemonade at the last spot. And they've got like seating and stuff. If you want to read anything, guys, just pause the video.
You get to see some good information.
Oh my gosh, that's really cool. That's amazing. So picturesque.
It's like the ceiling.
That's really cool.
Now I clean your lens off.
Yeah, just since I'm gonna go, it makes my camera's dirty again. Wow.
Luncheon hall.
So I think that's the way out. But look at that view. That's actually gorgeous. Like so beautiful. Justin's hiding. And now we're just walking back. This is so cool. And we picked the perfect day. Like, it's a bit hot, but
Cool on
it's shaded.
the areas that are shaded.
Yeah. Going downtown. Back to the boat now. Yeah, if you're ever in the Dells, guys, you should definitely consider going on the boat tour and the duck tour. This is more, yeah, more relaxing and more informative as well, like historical and stuff. They do tell you a lot of things that I didn't film, history and whatnot. So the tour now is heading back to the dock. Let us know what you thought about it, guys.
They're a jumping German Shepherd. I'm glad to hear that he made it today. I'm just kidding, he always makes it. At this point, we do turn the boat around and start heading back to town. We do that for a few reasons. First of all, if you look straight out ahead of the boat and slowly move your eyes to the left, you'll see these sandstone cliffs recede down into level lowland. So there's not too much else to show you further north of here. Louis Bluff does mark the head of the Dells, the head of the 10-mile stretch of sandstone rock formation you'll find along the river. You'll also see Holiday Shores Campground and Marina just across the bay. That does mark the end of the state natural area.
Holiday Shores, that's where we're camping, guys, over there.
So you'll see a lot more private development for further north of here. I almost said that right.
That's where we're staying.
Even if we wanted to go further north, we would not make it very far. It does become a braided river.
That does it for the Dells boat tour. What did you think, guys, of the video? Did you like it? Do leave a huge thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below and subscribe for more videos like this in the future. And we'll see you really soon for another one.